Salutations, I'm Coldabug and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. You turn a street corner and duck behind a man by just time to avoid being spotted by three tin Lizzies who are either squatting on a stoop or stooping on a squat. I'm bored. When's the last time we had a good rumble? Ages, but we got a non-aggression pact with the Doughboys. Big Liz won't like it if we messed that up. What about the Glackens? Want to fight someone with them? They're too weird. Can't understand what she's saying. You didn't careful not to be discovered. What? I can't hear you with that held on. Murder for. Are you eating something under there? Sandwich. I guess I could give them what they want. They're not too tough. I was able to beat all of them by myself. You. Dang it, I thought you were gonna, teach me some Latin. Almost forgot, before he left on his errand, Charles asked me to have you pick up third store. Of course. First applicant is Red Kids Jewelry, Lab Enchante, it's like a high-end kitchen store, Trudgeons and Bludgeons, ooh, the weapon store. Okay, I'll get them moved in, then I'm sure Charles will get the next storefront ready for applicants. Thanks, Jessica. You had a big day, you woke up, you started college, you finished college, get some sleep. You'll always look back fondly on your afternoon at college. Three stretches of you, each whispering, listening. All I'm doing, brawn, study, bluffing. The whispering drifts in and out and mixes together, making it hard to understand. Okay, this one's cool. Well, let's shut one of them up. Okay, which one? The scowling one. You quite one of them, now you can hear the others. Pep talk. You've given yourself a pep talk and convinced yourself that you can tackle your current problems with style and expertise, sucker. Ah, of course. It's three stretches of you, each whispering. Got it. This dream has a horrible hole in it. Go through. My research wasn't thorough enough. What did you do, you idiot? Something prevented me from entering the campus. Oh. Will a barrier hold without me? Perhaps through this one there is an ending. It's Cole. Let's pet him. Jimmy, so probably is it safe to look too closely at your character sheet right now? If you say so. Once I learn a Latin phrase, I'll be back. Cool, thank God you're finally awake. Am I? If you say so, what's eating you? I'm at my wit's end. Charles Wallace has gone missing. Really, where to go? He wouldn't be missing if I knew that. He closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. Okay, I'm panicking. Come on, Jessica, don't panic. I do know where he went before he went missing. What happened? We were having trouble getting the title, trying to focus on the next artifact. All we could get was the Big Moist. The Big Moist. It's a swamp north of Porkham. I'm pretty sure that the entire swamp is not the cursed artifact in question. Charles went out there yesterday afternoon to see if a downed power line or something was causing the interference. Has come back yet? No, he hasn't. Maybe I should go looking for him. You're trying to drive me crazy? Come on, get away, Glenn, for crying out loud. Charles could have been eaten by Gatorman by now. I got a map of the Big Moist. This sponge, you are assured, will act as an effective map of the moist lands. Oh. Gatorman, excuse me, eaten by what now? Is this map a slice of Swiss cheese or a sponge? Which jelly have you been going to? A sponge, definitely not a map. Going to a swamp, if it's soft, damp, and has holes in it. What do you want from me? All right, okay. Did you say something about Gatorman? Gatorman, you know. I don't, which seems like a good thing. The Big Moist is home to a tribe of nasty and belligerent, half people, half alligators that take kindly to intruders, such as, for example, Charles Wallace, or me, presumably. Are you checking out on me now when a friend's life is possibly at stake? Ever heard of... I'm going. It's a message from Rufus at SIT. The number you've dialed is not service. Please hang up and Rufus. Oh, it's you, Cole. Sorry about the subterfuge. I had to tap into the university line to get a phone down here, and that isn't strictly speaking legal. Anyway, I think I figured out what the next step is in building my quantum telecommunications device. Can come over to my lab as soon as possible? Okay, see you soon. Wander into a science lab and arrive just in time to see several experiment skilled berserker break out of their bakers and petri dishes, or to put it another way, you've arrived a little too late to not be in trouble. Large goobies nice over a canister of liquid nitrogen, blocking the room's only exit with the wall of freezing fog, which is an impressively tactical move for something about 4 seconds old to fight the monsters. Don T sent me to help. Thanks, it's good. Good job. I've hardly ever seen Clarence do anything. He's too slow. I just destroy everything. You want that'll teach them a lesson about spontaneously evolving rudimentary intelligence. Oh boy, more unidentified chemicals. Alright, it's Rufus. Oh, hello again, so what's the next step? I don't have to go back in those sewers, do I? Oh no, this is much more straightforward. Well, your part of it will be anyway. That's what I like to hear. I need some way to broadcast the quantum signal from this fisherman pearl over as broad an area as possible, and I figure the most robust transmission network available is a commercial radio band. The nearest broadcast tower is a radio shack at WGCR in the Big Moist. Okay, what do I do there? I should take this transmitter I've built and plug it into their console. Then that will transmit a special frequency out over the radio. Then I just need a bunch of different test readings so I can adjust the signal for latency, data loss, and so forth. All I have to do is find as many random radios as I can, tune into WGCR, and use this receiver to test the transmissions. At least 10 different radios should be enough. Let's call 11, just in case. Gotcha. Let's go to the Big Moist. Chapter 4. Swamped. Ooh. Interest this rickety old shelter to protect you from a single raindrop. Oh, I love the vibes of this place. It's a notice board. See what there is to notice. Wanted information pertaining to the whereabouts of Jarvis and Clem Schlitz for the crime of moonshinery. Last seen in the vicinity of a rickety old cabin. It's probably worth investigating. Check the board for anything else of interest. Oh, missing. Tom Chapman. Inquire at Largemouth Bass & Sons. The face of a teenage boy is circled in an attached photograph. A portrait of the boy and his elder male relatives, each holding a largemouth bass proportionate to his own height. And a similar poster right beneath it. Missing. Kathy Tracy. Inquire at Largemouth Bass & Sons. What's going on in Largemouth Bass & Sons? I love this music. I don't know, and I don't know if I'll get around to finding it. Make a missing poster for Charles. Well, you don't have a paper to write with which to make a poster. You could write Charles' name on the two that are already there. Add and Charles Wallace to both posters. Missing Tom Chapman. Inquire at Largemouth Bass & Sons and Charles Wallace. Great, perfect work. Better hoof it over to Largemouth Bass & Sons, though. I'm hoofing. This is a bad idea. Barely functional swamp path by the end here. Let's go over to the Radio Shack first. Oh, you just stepped through a hole. Oh no, your slide through the swamp is interrupted by an unfortunately familiar face. Halt, interloper, your pernicious interference ends here. Ah, geez, not you again. Indeed, it is I, and I will give you even more cause to regret this encounter. You may have thought yourself clever, hiding in the institute where the dean's awards would protect you from our attentions, but now you've left that protection behind, and furthermore encroached on the source of our power. You have made yourself extremely vulnerable. I'm just looking for my uncle. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know anything about the dean or your plans or those weird dreams or any of it. Regardless of these claims, you will not leave this place unscathed. Quite the opposite. So, like, scathed? Indeed. Well, fine, I'm not scared of an accountant. What are you going to do, embezzle me to death? Terrence pulls a gun out of his jacket. I've decided to balance these books in a more direct fashion. Swell. Fight. What? Doesn't Terrence have his own theme? Oh my god. Okay. Reduce. Beep it dip dip dip. Let's crush a piano on your head. Oh no. Okay, we can take down this shadow orb. Never mind, I can't. Oh. Shadowy spider. Oh no. Let's take out the shadowy spider. Don't freaking shoot Simone. Shadow bonk. Let's put him on fire. Boom. Thanks, Clarence. Uh-oh. Shadow bonk. Thank you. Bonk. Fire, ice. No, Buzz the mosquito. How dare you? Zapow. Well, fire the ice. This will be sufficient data. Wait, what? Terrence Poindexter vanishes. You want Terrence scuttles away with a "you haven't seen the last of me" or some such cliche. Party of WJCR. Somebody's old campsite and looks like trashed. Charles Wrench. No. Turn to Charles when you find him. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7/8 inch combination wrench with CW painted on the side. That's strange. Obviously, this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly, not the kind of guy who'd leave trash around his campsite. Look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big clawed bipedal tracks, maybe Gatorman tracks, and there's a spot where some kind of scuffle clearly happened. Aw, geez. Well, that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatormen. Maybe he dropped the wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. It's a weird shadow pocket or pouch or something. Let's close it. Nice. Alright, sharp eyes. Ooh, these bricks have been inexpertly mortared together. I can pry them apart, or I can just unlock. Hold on, wait. Well, all those bricks are there to cover up the fact that this brick was missing. The lamest conspiracy ever. Why did I open it? Some cool guys hang out there looking stoic and cool, and also Gatormen with more than the usual allotment of teeth. There's a couple of pieces of tape stuck to one of the bricks here. The two holes you open the walls are letting swap water in and also out again. You might expect them to cancel each other out, but I guess not. Fluid dynamics are a mystery to me. Fine bartering and Cuspy, what's your status? Can you make a robot that deal with these mosquitoes? I can make a backpack with several articulated fly swatter arms that would flail around. That doesn't seem... Or maybe a hat? No, the battery pack would make it too heavy. Never mind. No, hang on. Really thinking on this now. Wait a second while I make some sketches. Approach him. Hi, who are you guys? VR radio technicians. Why are you standing here in the dark? Why not? It is radios. There's nothing to see. Like, I mean, there. Wait, is that a Gatorman? Have you not seen a Gatorman yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned, and they're pretty much what you'd expect from the name Gatorman. They're intelligent, upright, walking alligators. They have tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders, and the second biggest reason that this swamp isn't a popular tourist destination. The first being, it's a swamp. Huh, okay, that machinery looks weird. Speaking of the battery units that appear to be powered by outer space or some form of negative energy or something like that. Yeah, that's strange, right? They're not standard issue gauges, it's true. So what? I cannot tell you any more about some... Aww. So what's this stuff for? All these busy questions. Sorry, I have a curious nature. I have not revealed to our employer's plans. Their plans to use this equipment to broadcast her voice across this country once she has assumed full control of the government. Aw, please, no, stop asking. Shucks. Hey, about this water. What about it? I just want to point out that it isn't staying. It's flowing from one side of the room to the other. Running water of none of our one of our very common weaknesses. Water burning, irony terrible. Vampires make for the door, but getting each other's ways and dissolve into ash that is quickly washed away. Oh, it's a vampire gatorman. They were vampires? There's nothing on the table. I guess this just looks cooler to stand around a table than just arbitrarily around the room. There's a to-do list here with a single entry. Guard the radio equipment. You erase the check mark. Wow, this thing is pretty cool. It also looks very lightweight. Grab it. Glowing light bulb thing. Carefully pocket the zapping orb thingamajig. Can't believe this is a thing that was invented in the past and not approximately 60 years from now. Are those guys sharing one bed? Wait, why isn't it a coffin? Ugh. A toilet thankfully devoid of any broadcast features. Hooray! 50 XP. It isn't important to look good if you're on the radio, so the sink is a first aid kit instead of a mirror. Rhino bomb and gauze pad. The radio people are probably saying this stuff in case anybody ever invents video and they have to go to war. Boom. Apparently this machine is powered by evil or at least wired. You don't know what this console does, but if it's any consolation, nobody really expects it to. Hook up Rufus's gadget. You plug in Rufus's gadget and the console starts emitting a different series of beeps than it was emitting before. Alright. Let's go to Largemouth Bass and Sons. All of a sudden you hear Gatorman screaming wildly to your left. And then just suddenly another Gatorman starts screaming to your right. What the? You hear an angry snarl behind you. Turn around. Another Gatorman. Oh no. Oh yes, and then you hear someone say, ugh, behind you. So you turn around again. There's another Gatorman. You're surrounded. Stand very still and hope they leave or fight them. Oh my god, look at them. Look at this dude. Gatorman Weed Lord. I'm sorry. What? Gatorman Scream Mouth, how dare you? Gatorman Rot Tooth. Oh no. I need to increase the damage on this thing. Oh, wait. That guy's going to be a healer, you're saying? Okay, the only one I can kill is the Weed Lord. Yep, let's kill the Weed Lord. Uh-oh. Ow. No. Oh. Oh, no, Simone. Yeah, get the spider. I guess. Sure, why not? Get him, Clarence. Yeah, suck his blood. That's right. Alright, let's destroy the chef. Eat ice. Oh no, please stop. Oh. Did you get, like, reverse poisoned from that? Because he's so filthy? Gatorman skin pants. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Nasty pastry deals 15 stench damage. Ooh, a swamp eel hat band. Ooh, you want to geez, maybe that'll teach them not to sneak up on a guy like that. Your hat already has a hat band. Good point. No! I can't give it a new one? Okay, fine. State your business. Largemouth bass. Boy, do I know that song. If I didn't love those bass, I'd have quit years ago. Largemouth bass and Sons curse of late, stranger. Sales down, children going missing. Bosses have stopped speaking to one another. So from one pescophile to another, take my advice. Don't stay long here. Why don't the bosses speak to one another? Between you, me, and 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy have been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Aquatomy Awards a few years ago. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business. Which is Mr. Tracy debones the fish and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at market. Are you saying you take out the fish bones and then put them back in? It's tradition. For generations, Chapman has deboned the bass and Tracy rebones them. That unique process is what gives our bass its distinctive tang. What do you think happened to the kids? If you ask me, that's what I just did. Hell, they ran off. This life isn't for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. What's going on at this place? Largemouth Bass and Sons? We fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons. I'll be going. Go fishing! Harbor not planning on sticking that rod in there. Largemouth Bass and Sons have the exclusive license to fish those waters. Is there any way I can fish here? No, Largemouth Bass and Sons has fishing rights. Fishing makes fishing right. That attitude might get you to place a smallmouth bass and nephews, but we run things differently here. Okay, this pool is the birthplace of largest mouth Luke, a bass president at the sighting of the Declaration of Independence. On August 2nd, 1792, he returned to his home in waters to die, but his body was never found. This viscous puddle reflects a gloomy face. Talk to Puddle, old man. Puddle, please. Hello, sir. Can't understand you. It's a puddle. That's a shame. Talk to him, the man. What's the matter with you? She's left me. Who left you? Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. No, I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Our truck. It's the company truck. We used to take the fish to market a couple of nights ago. I forgot to fill her up before bed. And that must have really ticked her off because the next morning she was gone. No note, nothing. Could have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy, you'd have to talk to Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that. What's this puddle here? It was the gas I never gave her that night. It's here now, in our special place, waiting for her to come home. How far could someone have gone in a truck? With the gas left in her? Couldn't have gone further than 100 miles. 100 miles, okay, not 100. Sorry, 100 is fisherman's lingo. It means 11. Are you suggesting that truck is sentient? It's funny, I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running off the way it has. Missing truck, huh? That's a shame. She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise, and then where should we be? Go look at the truck. I gotta go. Yeah. This girl seems happy to be here, but skeptical of you. Apart from the sweet sorrows of this place. Something fishy going on there. Surely a fisherman yearns for a glorious death at sea, not to wind up behind a desk. Hello there, I wonder, do you ever wish you'd had a glorious death at sea? Ho ho, many a sea creature has tried to give me one, pal, but before they can get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to sound a tag. Spits of water chewing tobacco at the door. Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you here about Tom? Saw the posters about the missing children. Find one child and you find the other. My Tom has been lured into the lair of Occam's gator by that Jezebel of a deboner's daughter. A good and true fisherman led astray by that delinquent sorceress who's never cared a Walt Whitman for what we can do here with largemouth bass. Occam's gator? Chapman's cheeks darkened to the murky hue of humpback anglerfish. As long as there's been a largemouth bass and sons, there's been an Occam's gator. To our great misfortune, I'd venture that there's no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace with smoke billowing from his nostrils. He and his rapacious appetites are a plague on our business. He'll eat everything we've got, largemouth bass, everything. Keeps me up at night, wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone fish? Perhaps, but damn it, that's what gives our bass its zing. How is Kathy responsible? Well, the arrogance of youth. Kathy Tracy never thought she had anything to fear from Occam's gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attempting to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in the mirror directly into the mouth of a bass. It was always going to end with her in Occam's belly. I just didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it. Do you think Tom could have run off on his own? Absolutely not. Tom's a third-generation bass boy, proud and true. Why not? Why just last month he said, I'm excited about my future reboning largemouth bass, Dad. Does that sound like the words of a boy with one foot out the door? No, there's a simpler explanation. The siren song of Kathy Tracy, who lures good men into the bellies of gators. Is there a finder's fee? 200, meat for starters, and my mother's fishing rod for the entree. On one condition, I don't want you looking for Kathy and Tracy's dime. It's Tom that needs saving, and you need to save from her, so that's the condition. Oh, and you also need to find Tom, so that's 2 conditions. How about throwing in fishing rights? Ho-ho, your generation talks a big game about suffrage and self-governance, but in the end, what you really want is largemouth bass. I'll give you 10 minutes alone with the fish. How about that? No questions asked. Oh, heck yeah. Is it a special fishing rod? It is, and I'll tell you why. It has never caught a fish. Oh, that sounds worse than normal fishing rod. It has never caught a fish, always catches two. Don't know how it works, don't want to know how it works. We just thank Poseidon for its bounty. Deal. Hurrah! Now I have no idea where you might find Tom, but what I'll do is let you into our quarters in the back. I know he keeps a diary, though I've never been able to make sense of the thing. Fundamentally, the way your generation speaks is utter nonsense to me. The mad ramblings of youth, perhaps you'll understand it. But bring him home, you hear me? I'm looking for someone himself. Charles Wallace? I know the name. Some fool wrote it on a missing poster I had it up for Tom. I've been wondering who or what he is. Is he a fish? No. Then I'm not the person to ask. I'm a fisherman, friend. My bag is fish. You're looking for a human. You want to be asking sort of human fisherman. Haha. Human man. You are a human fisherman. His expression turned sour. Now that you've plugged a hole in his premise, he has lost interest in the conversation. Okay, I don't know where your friend is, alright? What do you do here? I'm the chief boating officer here at Largemouth Bass & Stones, like my father was before me, and etc. It's a wonderful life, a good family life. Be seeing you. Lo, with the reboning knife of righteousness as a complete bass has been forged. Book of Charis. Fisherman's cats are touchy sort and regard unproven outsiders with the highest suspicion. Try to pet her. Cat avoids your touch. You see at the sense that only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will overcome its suspicions of you. Alas. Okay. Stranger is just a chum you haven't met yet. This bucket is secured to the floor. Those are decorative. And the chum inside, it's the very first batch of chum ever made by Largemouth Bass & Stones back in the summer of 1803. Reminds of us our humble beginnings. Oh, revolting. Champagne for my real chums, real pain for my sham chums. Chum pain for my real chums, real pain for my chum chums. This one's a bit more esoteric. Well, as beyond that door is only for fishermen. What is it? Fish. Can I fish here? Fine, Tom, then you get your fish. Those are crew quarters, right? You live here? Where the fish live, we live. I see, I see. Go in. Hey, it's possible the largemouth bass fisherman could do the job while sleeping in a nice soft bed, but it's never been tried anywhere in the world. So many fishermen don't get into largemouth bass because they can't hack the bunk beds. See, the leftmost lockup belongs to Tom Chapman. It's locked. Open it. It wasn't quite what you intended to do, but luckily you did manage to reveal a secret cache hidden behind the lockers. Tom Chapman's diary. The secret diary of a bass fishing scion. Okay. Diary belongs to Tom Chapman. If found, please return to Largemouth Bass & Sons. For controversial thoughts and secret plans, turn to page 19. For information of no consequence, turn to page 33. Animal ideas. 3-toed squid. Chihuahua. Big. 4-toed squid. Honey-hating bear. Rabbit. More teeth. 6. Faster chimp. Grandfather cat. Balder eagle. Sleeping dog that lies. Egg cat. It's dangerous, but the only way we won't be followed is if we take the truck to the Gatorman camp. We'll ask Peter where it is. Oh. So they did take the truck. I didn't believe them. Broken bowls pile high into the sink. Detritus from the experiments of an apprentice reboner. Unsuitable bones are ground up here into a thin meal. Everything on the shelf is labeled hardtack. Hardtack. Increases your physical armor by 5 until you eat something else. Don't try anything funny. Gators just pop out of the mud sometimes. I've seen them. The shotgun's keeping you out or something else in. Who cares? I'm going inside. So your name must be Mr. Tracy. This grizzled mariner must hate being stuck behind a desk. Greetings. As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind a desk? Excuse me. I make 6 figures a year behind this desk, and mind your manners. You're addressing Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass & Sons. You must be Cole, the one who's thrown in his lot with that wretched reboner next door. Oh, surprised to know your name. Well, Largemouth Bass has ears. I'd like to talk about your daughter. I don't see the point. You've thrown in with the Chapmans already. Sounds like she might have run away from home. I'll excuse the remark as you don't know my Kathy, but suffice it to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass almost as much as assuming preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. No, Kathy would not simply leave home. There is much simpler explanation. Occam's gator. Occam's gator. A monster skaterman, centuries old, 10 feet tall if he's an inch, with scales as blue as the deepest ocean. He has 2 tails as sharp as razors. He's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. He'll strike at night and gobble up our fish, guns, tax returns, whatever. Now I fear my Kathy. Wait, the other guy says that he's red. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire, but that beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was in toddler pants. Sometimes think of the swamp itself as summoned him to be our tormentor. Occam's gator sounds made up. There's nothing made up about a giant blue gator man who eats guns. One of our guards accidentally saw Occam's, even took a shot at him, but conventional weapons have no effect. Aren't you saying you haven't seen Occam's gator? I've seen the destruction he's wrought. I've certainly seen that. My friend Charles is missing. Could Occam's have taken him too? Charles, hop on. Hold on. That was the name written on Kathy's poster at the bus stop. A nasty piece of vandalism for which I do not doubt Occam's gator is responsible. You think Occam's gator ate Kathy? You have to understand, for decades, Occam's gator has been the sole author of his business misfortune. Could he eat a child? Absolutely. That is MO, or monstrous operandi. If Occam's ate Kathy, aren't we too late? Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. Go ask Sylvester, a guard of ours. He was swallowed up by Occam's, but by stripping off in his belly and greasing his body in Occam's own fat, he's able to slither up and out of Occam's jaw while the great beast slept. Okay, where can I find Sylvester? I don't know. We had to terminate him for attempting to unionize. Let's talk about something else for now. If you must, but I warn you, my daughter's abduction makes me a poor conversationalist. Do you think if Cicero's daughter was missing, he could have gone on and said all the famous things for which Mr. Cicero is known? What do you do here? As I said, I'm the chief deboning officer here. My team and I debone the largemouth bass, after which it is passed over to my colleague across the way for reboning. I'll be on my way. Empty to magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter. Any chance your daughter could have opened the safe? Possible. I never told her the combination was 3. Any idea who did this? Can't prove it yet, but I'll be damned. Occam's gator did not have his claws in this. When did this happen? 3 nights ago. I'm still in shock. I can't even muster the strength to close the safe. I can do that for you. It's not hard. Would you? Sure. Bless you. Through the knife of the boner doth still shape largemouth bass and the world through our action. There are legion who do not believe and wouldst tear down thy work. The Book of Garrett. You're not close enough to read this. I absolutely am. Academy of Fresh and Saltwater Game Fish. Certificate of nomination for award. Be it known that Adam Tracy was nominated for an Academy Award of Merit for Outstanding Achievement. Best deboning bass. It's back here. Recorders, how did you know that? Sir, Mr. Chapman now says maybe the 2 of you are more similar than you'd like to admit. Wash your mouth out with fish soap. Okay. Find another entrance or think about marrying in. Okay. Some mess with there. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mean especially. I'm saying that there's a room where we have meals. It's that type of mess. I thought they only really used that term in the armed forces. You don't consider fishing to be part of the armed forces? What do you think we used to hold the rods? Arms? That's right. Go on in. Hello, Cat. Fishing cats are slow to trust. Cat ignores your attempts to defend it. Only true loyalty to the fisherman's cause will win it over, alas. Pine says, take a bottle of bass oil. Why it's good to say bottles trace the whole thing. You now notice the reverse of the sign, which reads, if you can, take the bottles. Ooh. Take it to the speakeasy. The refrigerator hums with a quiet menace, or maybe it's the motor. Adams, do not eat. Do eat. Oh, original sandwich. Ah, the sandwich made snacks of something foul and deeply wrong, as if the food had run itself to punish your minor transgression. It reminds you of the story of your friend Eve, who ate her forbidden window display sandwich that was cast out from the Garden of Eden restaurant. Splashed in water in your face. Ah, that's better. The door's locked, making this room even more disappointing. Alright. Well, I guess that means we go then. Moonshiner's Shack. Spot a shadow orb hovering around and decide to follow it deeper into the swamp. That might seem like a bad plan, considering the old stories about people following will-o'-the-wisps and coming lost in the swamp forever. But a will-o'-the-wisp is a floating ball of light, and this is the opposite of that. So logically, this is actually a very good plan. Except for how it leads you right into a group of tentacly shadow monsters. Let's fight. Those are shadow tentacles, alright. Shadow stalks. I need to increase the attack power of this thing, like, pronto. Oh, wait, I could have, like, attacked way more people. Uh-oh. Alright, zap them. You won, thank goodness if your plan has now been proven in QED. Aw, this round stump is crawling with worms, and the worms are crawling within it. Our protein-rich clutch of worms is nestled inside an especially rotten niche. Aw, yeah. There's a chaotic mess of animal tracks leading in all directions. Take a closer look. You identify several sets of tracks leading away from the cabin. Okay, leave the tracks alone for now. Ramshackle cabin, or maybe a ram cabin shack? Spa's been demoted from soup to chamber, Bleck. Whoever was here must have left in a hurry. There's still a poker game in progress. Draw cards until you beat all the hands that are left on the table, and then you collect your winnings. Ha 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 ha. Rusty old firepower, still, you're pretty sure those aren't meant to be operated indoors. There's nothing in this jarro. It's full of ashes, but they're cold. Seems like nobody has been here in a while. A couple of soggy bedrolls. Spare car tire leaning against the wall here. The tread pattern on this tire identifies it as a Lincoln, which sounds like an impressive piece of deduction, but honestly the top hat and beard were a dead giveaway. Hey, one of them matches the tread pattern of that spare tire you found. Okay, let's follow the duck tracks, which leads you through a lengthy sequence of locations that are of zero interest to non-ducks. Follow the horse tracks. Follow the horse tracks to some water, but you don't drink it. I mean, why would you? It's nasty swamp water. Follow the cow tracks. Ooh, cow shoes. You follow the cow prints to a big hole in the ground next to which lie a pair of shoes with fake cow hooves nailed to the soles. Huh. You just clomp around like a cow. Follow the cat tracks. Follow the cat tracks, but after a few minutes they lead up a tree you're not willing to climb. I guess if I'm being honest, it's a tree you're not capable of climbing. I was just trying to preserve your dignity. Follow the badger tracks. Start following the badger tracks, but a few minutes you realize this course of action might culminate in you encountering an actual badger, so you change your mind. Terrifying animals, just absolutely the worst. Follow the human footprints. Follow the human footprints. They lead to, let's call it an improvised latrine a few yards away from the cabin. You decline to investigate further. Let's follow the tire tracks. Follow the tire tracks until you lose track of them in the water near a partially submerged cave. Let's check out the cave. Another one was Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way? Oh, Charles' other wrench. This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of these Gatorman tracks and a lot of discard trash. These Gatorman are sure slabs. You also find a 5 16th inch combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. No fishing. Disobey. Oh no, this Ford truck has been fitted with Lincoln tires. That's a little ominous. Let's close that. Oh no, a couple of shady-looking characters furtively skulking this cave. Hi, hello. Are you Jarvis and Clem Schlitz? Nah, I'm Clem. He's Jarvis. Shut up, Clem. He might be a prohi. I ain't Clem, and I ain't Jarvis. Relax, guys. I just saw the poster at the bus stop and got curious. I'm not going to turn you in. My name's Cole. Phew, that's a relief. Sure is. Good shimmy, Cole. What are you two doing in this weird cave? Got ourselves into the right predicament is what we've done. What happened? Well, me and Jarvis have been brewing up homemade hooch to sell, been stashing it in the back of this here cave. But we got wind that the prohis were on our tail. Prohibitionists. So we figured we better cheese it. Pull the old 23 skidoo. You know, come to find a pack of them mean lizard varmints got into the hooch and they won't give it back. We was thinking we'd just take the loss and blow, but we hit another snag. What kind of snag? I went and locked the keys into the truck. Still don't get why I didn't go and do a fool thing like that for. I told you, it ain't like I went and did it on purpose or nothing. I'll see what I can do. Oh, yeah, but it's locked alright. You could probably jimmy the door open if you had a coat hanger. In fact, I do. Get the car unlocked, but your coat hanger gets ruined in the process. Shucks. There you go. It's Clem Jarvis. Ooh, I unlocked your truck. Well, dang, that just load off in my mind. Thanks, pal. I'm driving this time. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, what's this? This part of the cave wall is shiny. Oh, probably if I was like a geologist, I could investigate it. These Gatormen got into the Schlitz brothers' stash of hoots. They're popping the bottle caps off their teeth, guzzling down the contents, and just generally having too much of a good time to take notice of you. Approach them. They growl at you menacingly, plainly too sozzled to just jump up and attack you. On the other hand, if you get too near their booze, they could change in an instant. Frighten them away. Why, you guys really into that baby formula? You must be missing some vitamins or something. Booze, good, wait, baby? Yeah, I feed that stuff to human babies so they grow up big and strong like me. You hold up your arm and pat a barely visible bicep. Drink booze, make strong humans weak. Hey now, I lived on that stuff when I was a kid, and I'm in peak physical shape. Want to see me do a push-up? I'm feeling pretty good. I bet I could do 2 or 3. Gatorman, I'm so disgusted by this, they drop bottles and stop away without even pausing to beat you up. Nice. Jarvis and Clem's hooch, what's left of it. Grab it. Sears hooch ain't nothing to shake a stick at, that's for damn sure. Jarvis and... You grab Kate since you're heading back anyway. Jarvis and Clem can hold the rest back themselves. Okay. Dealt with the gators. You can get your hooch, at least what's left of it. You hand over the case you picked up. Well, heck, that's great news. Thanks, fella. We'll get to loading the truck in a jiffy. Looks like you guys are good to go. Sure does. Thanks a million, fella. You really saved our bacon. And how? We ain't got much to offer you by way of rewards, but feel free to grab a carried hooch as your thanks. Woo, thanks. They quickly load the rest of the hooch in the back of the truck and drive away. Unfortunately, you forgot to pay attention to how they get the truck through that weird tree hole. Oh well, maybe next time. Alright, boom. Fully upgraded. And now we just have books to upgrade to myself with. Guys, there are swamp gas erupts nearby with a loud sound and brown yellowish cloud. I won't bother trying to describe the scale. I'm sure you can imagine it for yourself. A large swarm of stink bugs quickly arrive. Start zooming around inside the gas cloud. It's unclear if they're attracted by the smell, if they're refilling their stink bags, or what. But when that cloud dissipates, you're probably going to have a lot of unwanted attention. Drop some knowledge. They're in fact filling up their stink bags through the technical term is Odiferous Saculocus. Well, thanks for that correction. Anyway, they're pretty docile right after a fresh stink harvest. Here, look. Hold out your hand and one of the stink bug lands in it lazily. You put it in your pocket. Stinky the stink bug. Oh, it's a familiar... Wait, this stink bug keeps staring at you with a big grin on this little proboscis thing. Gross. I can get a stink bug too? Okay, wait. Which one is better, though? Stinky or Buzz? Because I like the healing. Oh, wait. Stench damage to all my enemies? That's kind of what I've been missing out on. I think I'm going to have to use Stinky. Okay. I guess we can wander. Step through a copse of swamp cypress and to the edge of a gloomy clearing. Quiet but for the sound of dirt raining on an open grave. Two burly men work hurriedly with shovels to bury the corpse of a gatorman whose epaulets, hat, and mailbag mark him as some manner of mailman. As the gator is swallowed whole by the mud, his grave diggers strain up and licking the eyes, sweaty but defiant. He has stumbled upon the darkest, most secret part of the swamp where his sins are buried and gators. The Leathers brothers step forward into the clearing. The Leathers brothers. What do they see here? Careful of him or he might tan your hide. Something to say about the dead gator? Swear I didn't know he was a mailman. Would never intentionally hurt a mailman. I've never accused you of killing a mailman. Hell, me and my big mouth. He was in my way, you understand? I had no idea he was a mailman. Never would have touched a mailman if I had known. And my brother, you had nothing to do with it. Understand? I swear it. Who are you? Me? Ain't not much to my story. I'm a hunter. Name of John Leathers. And if you can tell from my accent, I'm from Albion. As a toddler, I hunted small game like mosquitoes and gnats. Then moved on to foxes and wolves and such as I grew up. I like game over here, but I got my eye on the greatest hunt of all. What's that? Big picture. I like to build a ladder to heaven so I can hunt the dinosaurs. That's more of a 5 to 10 year plan, though. I don't think that's how either ladders or heaven works, but I guess it's good to have a dream. Wouldn't it be more practical to build a time machine? Now that just sounds ridiculous. What's wrong with killing a mailman? Listen to yourself. You can tell you ain't a hunter, alright. Most any species is fair game for hunting, but mailmen are protected by an international treaty. Last hunter I knew who hunted a mailman got pulled up by the International Criminal Court and mailed to Mars. Is he okay? Obviously he ain't okay. Don't joke with me. That's a nightmare scenario for a hunter. Getting mailed to Mars. Sent shivers down my spine, it does. John wipes his brow with the blade of Fawar. Never been asked so many questions before. You can talk the talk, alright, but what about hunting the hunt? I got work that he's doing, but I ain't going out while they're searching the swamp for the side who killed their mailman. If they find me, I'm dead. You don't have to be a Leatherman to know which way the wind blows. What are you asking me exactly? Working on something real important as a project. For that, I need 5 gator hides. Even know a place where I might find him. Scoped it out myself. Couldn't be easier unless it was a smaller number of gator hides. What's this project you're talking about? Not so fast. Need to know I can trust you first. I better be going. And enjoyed those gator hides. Hope you ain't hiding them from me. Haha. Okay. So I have a sack of genuine leather. It's empty. It's only made of genuine leather. It does not contain genuine leather. The ambiguity is clear now, and the person responsible for the original description has been sacked. Wouldn't go in there if I were you. Why? Might not like what you see. Go inside. It's an egg. That egg is busted. Told you we weren't a pretty sight. I was looking forward to eating that egg all day, and come dinner time I only went and bloody dropped it. Sorry for your loss. I bet. Hunter's Bean's a veritable hill of them. This man observes you with monk-like serenity. Hi there, looks like you've set up quite a training post here in the swamp. John shakes his head. Paul can't speak. Can't or won't. Don't. How did you become mute, Paul? That's a very personal question, sorry. It ain't a question, it's just a hobby of mine to make observations of the nature of question. Basically, Paul lost his tongue in a poker game. Oh, that's awful. Back home, we play our ship poker stakes, or not at all. Okay, can we trade? Oh, he sells things. Okay. A pickaxe? Wait, I need that. Ah ha 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 ha. The pickaxe has been gotten. Nothing to see there. Want to leave this clearing behind? Yes. Find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem, but there's probably some stuff left to see what remains. A few damp toiletries and even damper medicaments. Cool. A hardy haul. Oh, I can't mine it? Fine, whatever. I need to go back to Crystal Dream Lake. Nope. The mine. Off to the side of the path you see a squirrel with the tail stuck under a big rock. Let's free it. You have to rock and release the poor squirrel. It should visit you with something that sure as heck better be gratitude. Write it down. I have the pickaxe, right? Then just come all the way here with nothing. Yeah, removing hot dishes from ovens, trimming hedges, kneading dough, and catching baseballs. And breaking rocks. Break it open. Yes. Oh my god. Old knapsack leans against sport beam thing. Antique blue jeans. Ooh. And miner's journal. A simple journal from a simpler time. It's weird cold rock. I think they call it ice. Miner's journal. January 4th. Opened a side passage into a new cave. A real big one. Lots of nice crystal outcroppings. Should be a real good haul. Also a bunch of big stone pillars. They look like the kind you get when a stalactite and a stalagmite touch and keep going. But those are most commonly limestone. And these don't look like any limestone I ever saw. Too red. Pretty creepy. Probably ought to chisel one open to see if there's anything good in the middle. Brought my chisels today, but I don't know what I was thinking. Dripstone columns don't have anything special in the middle of them. That doesn't make any sense. Gathered some of the regular crystals instead. You know, maybe tomorrow I'll bust into one of those columns. Just see, you know, there could be something really good and shiny treasure inside. January 6th. I'm 100% certain there are no treasures inside those pillars. I don't even remember writing that last bit of yesterday's entry, and that is why I, Ezekiel Pixley, am definitely going to open up all those pillars and claim their incredible treasures all for myself first thing in the morning. Had my hammer and chisel all ready to go and gave one of the columns a great big kiss. It kind of made me stop and wonder what I was doing. Read back through my diary again and decided to blast the tunnel closed and skip town. Get as far from here as I can. I'm leaving the diary in peace. Anyone else finds mine. Don't dig out those back tunnels unless you want the shiniest, sexiest treasure you've ever saw. My name ain't Ezekiel Pixley, which it is. It's completely me writing this. Go ahead and open the tunnels. It's fine. I think he's insane. It's a cart full of mine tailings. Ooh, 201 meat. Cart full of rubble. A rush ring. You act earlier and come out. I already act pretty early. A shadow rift. Huh? What's my head always a pickaxe? Pile of rocks, a cohesive whole. Pa. Ooh, whatever's going on here, this undulating rift of shadowy energy is certainly to blame. Oh, you bang on the edge of the portal with the weird magic pliers until it closes itself out of sheer annoyance and with your inability to use the tools correctly. That's what that is for. Okay, so I need to go back to all of the areas I've been then to fix all of this stuff. I see. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, wait, no, this one doesn't have... Isn't like that. Yeah, here you go. Close it. Dynamite storage and is extremely locked. Oh my god, give me the... How do I unlock it? Oh, this little radio is playing some big band music. You tune the radio to WGCR and hold Rufus's gadget up to it. The thing clicks a few times and the little needle on it goes up to 1. Then you restore the radio to the way you found it, making your mom proud. Yippee. Yeah, murder fairies. Sure, whatever. Holy crap, my stink bug. He's so tiny. He's just a little guy. Okay, there you go. Oh, close it. What's that? Oh, just noting down the results of these field tests. My theories about robot design are proving pretty accurate. Like what? For starters, it needs more sharp, pointy bits, and a flamethrower would be particularly cuspy. Cool. You wander off the main path and stroll along among the trees for a bit. It's nice to get out of nature for a bit, at least until you walk into an invisible spider web, then gets all tangled in your hair while floating around disgusted, trying to get it off of you. Stumble into a second spider web, which goes right across your face. Arg. And that's how staggeringly blindly you guys tangle up. And then a third spider web. This is much larger and stronger, maybe made to trap prey of more or less your size. The extremely large spider sitting in the corner of the web looks delighted to see you, and it isn't as much as a spider can smell. Doesn't smell as poison dripping off of it. Break free and escape. With the yell of power and or terror, you yank yourself free of the web's runway, leaving behind an annoyed and disappointed spider. Whew! Oh, my inventory is so full. Can't even load. Examine. If I was going to let you smoke it, it's too wet to light. Okay. Forgot. I'm supposed to talk to you. This has got to be Greasy Steve. I completely forgot about this side quest. I like how you didn't phrase that as a question. You're a cool customer, kid. I get what Donnie Thesaurus sees in you. Put her there. He wipes his hand on his lapel and offers you a handshake. You take it with a grimace, and your hand immediately slides out of his grip. Now, here's the deal. We got some what you might call dirty meat, see, and we gotta get it laundered. Meat laundering? I don't know much about that. It's easy. The tricky part is you gotta find a way into SIT's laundry room to do it. SIT's laundry room? Like an actual laundry? Yeah, and I count out how it's a steam laundry, and only a steam laundry is going to be powerful enough to clean this particularly dirty meat. Passes you a second on the table, and you look inside. Ugh, yeah, I can see that you see what I mean. Anyway, get that cleaned up and bring it back to me, and you'll get your payment. It's a briefcase sitting next to a chair. Gross, well, alright. Cool. As you're walking past one of SIT's many weird vending machines, it suddenly emits an ear-splitting clang after which it also emits a sizable quantity of meat. There isn't anybody around, so you pocket it. Good. Laundry room. Alright, close you. Launder the mob's meat. You don't want to look at the gross, filthy meat again, so you just throw the whole thing into the machine and start the wash cycle. Wait, the machine continues to launder the meat. You continue waiting. Keep waiting. You continue waiting. You twirl your thumbs for a while. Just keep waiting. Continue waiting. It's very boring. It's like watching grass grow, but there's no breeze. It's very boring. You don't know how much longer you can take this. Twiddle your thumbs for a while. It's extremely boring. You watch the meat spin around for a while, but it makes you dizzy. It's like watching paint dry, but less interesting. You don't know how much longer you can take this. I'm beginning to run short of patience. Okay, skip to the end of waiting. Take advantage of the fact that time can pass at an arbitrary rate during one of these dialogues, and skip to the end of the whole laundry process. Bag of laundered meat. Finally. Steam powered. This will dry your clothes way faster than boiling them. This must be ICIT's math department. You can tell because there's a bunch of loose math flying around making a ruckus. I mean a physical ruckus, not the sort of ruckus you get when someone tries to argue that 0.9999 repeating doesn't equal 1. Schmooze the math? Hey, how's it going? Great to see you all. You're looking real fine tonight. Woo, check out the denominator on that fraction. Aha! Oh, hey, you've got a... Here, let me get that for you. You pluck all the addition symbols out of the math and stroll away with a cheerful wave. The math just watches you leave, completely nonplussed. Nice and smooth. Can I take this? Tear its head off. Ooh. Glance around to make sure nobody's watching and get slide the second first 300 meat across the table. Greasy Steve opens the second glance inside. Nice job, kid. Here's your payment. He picks up his briefcase, empties a sack into it, and slides the briefcase back to you. Seriously? He shrugs and goes back to face. Dumb terms from. Alright. Call the mom back. You Don Toblerone speaking. Don, that was unusually concise. Are you feeling okay? The boss is mad about our telephone bill. I've been encouraged to keep this brief. I see you all. What's the job? Greasy Steve, I will have the details for you. Ugh. Okay. You place the glowing orb thing on your knick-knack shelf. Excellent. Uh-oh. You wander into an empty classroom and find a blackboard covered with complex physics equations. Punch them up. You rewrite the equations to make them a little bit funnier. You just saw the book's minutiae about substances that you should not ingest. This book is too dangerous. You decide to get rid of it. It's a long way to the nearest trash can, though, so you just leave it on a park bench next to the playground. Somebody else will surely throw it away. Okay. Hey kid, good to see you. I have a french fry. They have fries here. I didn't see that on the menu. I'll bring my own from home. I'll pass. Thanks. What's the job? Boss decided we need to send a message to Congressman Chunny. You familiar? Sure. Message is when information is conveyed from one person to another. I met with the congressman. Never met him. Son Chad Lee is a student here. Lives in one of the frat houses. Zeta, Omega, Omicron. I know the place, so she can make young Chad sleep with the fishes. Whoa, I didn't sign up for... Greasy Steve passes you a large sack of rotting fish. Oh, well, I didn't sign up for this either. Look, all I gotta do is get in kid's room. It's a lead pipe cinch. I don't know what that means, but okay. This thing is dripping with every different kind of fish food. Why couldn't they have put it in something that didn't leak? I guess. Oh, the Chadley. Singing in Chad's room and dumped the rotting fish onto his bed. After tonight's inevitable, Rachel will stagger back to his room and pass out without even noticing. The perfect crime. Bada bing, bada boom. Human intercepted, human convo we require information. Okay, what do you want to know? Your progress from wherever you started to wherever you're going is interrupted with 3 robots appear and move to block your path. Query, why do we exist? Oh good, easy one. Sarcasm detected. Look, why are you asking me? I didn't build you, why not ask the students who built you? Reply, when we approach, they sound volume loud and movement direction opposite and speed fast. Well, I guess if the baking soda volcano I made in 8th grade started asking me existential questions, I'd be a little unnerved too. Who cares about purpose? Heck, buddy, there's no such thing. Nihilism detected. Well, in a sense, I guess. But look, the meaning of life is whatever you want it to be. You gotta find your own purpose. You give me evaluation, helpfulness, low. Or I find have it your way. Your purpose is to give me some meat. A little slot opens in the robot's chest and some meat falls out. Nice, thanks. So, how'd it go, kid? You got some news for me? Yeah, the kid's bed is full of fish. It was a lead pipe cinch, like you said. I still don't know what that means, though. Nobody does. That's what makes it such a great turn phrase. Anyway, nice job, kid. Now, Congressman Chunny will really know who he's dealing with. He sure will. Oh, now that's a lot of gabagool. Getting so close to the big 10K. Messages 1. Salutatory greetinating. The person who has activated this telephonic mechanism and with whom you're not conversating is known Don Tolpern. I thought your boss said you had to keep brief now. You devised and then agreed upon and arranged deemed satisfactory to both parties. Let me guess you're paying the phone bill. Your guessing prowess is preternally efficacious. Then that's what they tell me. You gotta know the job. Once again, the particulars of this undertaking are being held in escrow and will be transmitted to your orlociously barred colleague who, Greasy Steve. Got it. Okay, bye. Oh my goodness, so much Greasy Steve stuff. What's up with the grim look, Steve? Got a serious job for you this time, kid, and it ain't gonna be easy. After those last 2 jobs, I could do with a challenge. That's an answer, then take you far, kid. Maybe right off a cliff, though. Sausage up, there's a vampire, a real mean SOB. That guy on one of our capos really seemed and literally steamed the guy to death. What? It's one of those mist-type vampires, you know, but real hot. And I don't mean hot as in good-looking. I see, maybe. Probably was in the steam tunnels under SIT. Managed to steal the thing up in there, but someone's got to go take care of it for good. That's where I come in, huh? It's the long and short of it, kid. Here's the combination to the door, but don't go in there half-cocked. He hands you a folded slip of paper and a stack of rotting vegetables. How are these supposed to help? They're not. I just want you to throw them away from me. Or, hell, keep them. I don't care. Swell, thanks. B-A-S-E-B-A-L-L. What's the spell? Baseball! Out on the quad, you encounter 2 goblin cheerleaders who are cheering on a goblin wearing baseball uniform, despite the fact that baseball doesn't seem to be doing anything cheerworthy, even noteworthy. Baseball. Yes, hooray! We have got it right that time. Let us now spell another one. Good, yes. What is it to spell? Flochinosignilification. Simplification. Oh, that is a good one. F-L-O-C-C-I-N-A. You wander off while they're distracted. Alright, this one. The store has a combination lock in it. Use the combinations Greasy Steve gave you Steve's note says 123. Geez, these guys. Dial and come on, the lock clicks open. Head inside. Okay. This old disintegrating boiler is currently being powered by a bunch of burning garbage. Vampires seem to be enjoying the hot steam. If you could replace the water in this boiler with holy water, that would put a crimp in their fun. You'd only need about 100 gallons of it. Where am I going to get 100 gallons of holy water? Hey, don't ask me, I'm just suggesting things. Hey, wait, aren't vampires also allergic to running water even if it isn't holy? Does steam count as running water? Come back later. Come back later, maybe with 100 gallons of holy water. I'll just fight them. Group of nasty vampires enjoying the steam. Their boss leers at you malevolently. Let's talk to them. You seem like you've got something to say. Me, I'm merely amused by that those mob ruffians have sent a neophyte to clean up a mess which one of their own lieutenants could not. I will boil their blood like a sweet malt wine, human and my servants, and I will drink a toast to your demise. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. Let's fight them. A steam pyre. Oh, okay. Beep boop beep boop beep. Oh, wait. I can just kill you now. Oh, or not. It says he's weak against cold damage. Oh, I was using physical damage. You really took the steam out of those vampires' pipes. That's an idiom, right? Stinky the stink bug grows stronger. Heck yeah. Kid, I honestly didn't expect to see you again. You got a real talent. Oh, it's nothing. Nah, don't sell yourself short. You've got a real future in the organization. That's probably the last shot to begin for me. You've dealt a fatal blow to the bloodsuckers in this territory. So if the boss has any more work for you, it'll be somewhere else. Good luck, kid. Thanks, Steve. See you around. Alright. Stick to English or I quit. Resistance to international forms of communicating may prove to have a hindrance effect on you in the future. Our organization possesses ambitions of operating worldwide-wise. Jump off that bridge when I get to it. What do you need? An in-complex reacquisition. A team of our operatives transportizing a shipment of alcohol through the local wetlands encountered difficulties and were compelled to abandon their submarine. Submarine? The wetlands proved to be drier than we had anticipated. So you need me to recover the booze? Or do you want me to take it? You may retain the booze as your recompense. Our only requiration is that it not be acquired by prohibition agents, for fear that they may discover our fingerprints upon it. Ah, yeah, glass bottles do take fingerprints pretty readily. The bottles as well, yes, that is an excellent point. Gives you the directions to the wrecked submarine, mob submarine. Okay, I'm on my way. Fancy Dan. Found this case of whiskey. Found this crate of bass oil. Alright, whiskey and vermouth, sure, cocktailed. What's my strength right now? My muscle, 8. So if I add, say, I don't know, so if I eat a mushroom steak, fungus humongous, and then I can go to the fish and chips. Oh my god, stop it, I don't need your stuff. I want this, I want the diving helmet. Let's breathe underwater, presumably. Where can I go underwater? That's the question. Oh, what did you need? Any luck finding me some barbecue sauce? Barbecue sauce. I forgot about the barbecue sauce. Oh. Hey, look who it is. Ready for the next level? For the level 3 challenge, Chief, all I have to do is knock over the stack of lead milk bottles with the beanbag while walking a tightrope and putting me at chess to have to win. Well, yes. You're good at chess. I came in second in the state championships this year. Ready to take me on? Okay. Climb out onto the tightrope and carefully inch your way across while calling out your chess moves. Fortunately, the height gives you a good view of the board. As you reach the end, you hurl the beanbag full force at the stack of milk bottles. Knight to e7, clatter, checkmate. Well, I'll be damned. I'll admit it, you snookered me pretty good. Here's a prize. Ah, sticky hand on a stick. Ooh. Hooray. What is it? I need you to use these 3 baseballs to knock over that row of 4 wooden ducks, punch a hole through a sheet of 34th-inch plywood with your bare fist, and translate a randomly selected page of The Brothers Karamazov from the original Russian. Jeez. Oh, come on, don't chicken out now. No thanks. Not with that attitude, you won't. What? Can I walk off here? Nope. Ugh, Ark, you've accidentally walked right into a huge swarm of gnats and flies. They're buzzing super loud, and actually they got pretty good beat going. Are those tiny musical instruments? Is that a locust with a fiddle? What is even going on here? Research them. Carefully extricate yourself from the cloud of buzzing insects, disturbing them as little as possible, and make some notes from what could turn out to be a pretty good article for the entomology journals if you ever get the time to write it. I should have joined them. Oh. With my moxie. Open it and climb in. Periscope, which is a device for looking at guys named Perry. No Perrys on the horizon today, Captain. This control panel is a big dial on it labeled internal pressure, saturating submarine's lower deck. Latch is labeled torpedo, including the period. The wheel on the hatch is stuck fast. No amount of grunting or straining will make it go round and round. Submariners must use their extra stream to do their laundry. Mildewy sailor's hat. Okay. Back half of the submarine is blocked by an impenetrable tangle of roots. This pipe is clogged. Unclog it. There we go. Russian clogs. Etch kick when you're rudging places. Oops. No, that's right. That's good. That's a good one. Oh, look at that. Open the hatch to discover that the lower deck is completely flooded. You need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. Oh, the helmet! Oh, that's why it was there. Alright, here we go. Oh, fish. Can't fish at the closed door and it closes if you're not holding it. Okay, fine. These torpedoes have been ruined by water. Someone should have damned them. This crate has been crusted shut by freshwater barnacles. Ironically, this is a crate of rust remover. Locking this lockbox has rust away, making it just a regular box. See what's inside. A pile of silver bars. Riches were inside. They'll sell for a pretty penny. Okay. Internal pressure. 44. Sure, why not? Nothing happens. Dang it. What do I need the pressure to be? Oh, what's this? Disappointing lack of sandwiches inside. Ah, well, forewarned is forearmed, I guess. There's nothing. I see nothing in here. Don T, you need to tell me more. The Gatorman Village. Let's go. When Simone stopped to investigate an abandoned campsite, nothing much left. Whoever's camped this out, they came and went ages ago. Must have left quick. This lean-to is made of primo grand canvas. Hang on a sec. What are you doing? Shame to let it go to waste, and being both an engineer and a girl who grew up on a farm, I've got a pretty decent repertoire of clothing hacks in my arsenal. After a while or two, Simona's repurposes the canvas tarp into a stylish and durable military-style flight jacket. You watch, someday they'll write a novel about this jacket someday. They'll probably get the color wrong, though. Alright, then. Gatorman Village. Another one of those Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way? It's a Gatorman cap, all right, and here's 4 more wrenches here. Oh no, Charles must carry one heck of a toolbox. Wrenches are laid out in the shape of an arrow pointing towards a nearby hill. On top of the hill you can see some sort of fort in the distance, apparently hammered together out of rusty scrap metal. That's gotta be where the Gatorman took him. Grab all the wrenches and combine them with the other ones you drop to complete the set. These guys seem pretty focused on their after-meal hygiene and their after-hygiene rest, respectively. Fight them. Oh no, these guys are strong. Oh no, this guy's irritated. Bonk. Oh wait, use this one. Use the calculator. Then drop another piano on him. Oh my goodness. Well, now I could just, like, destroy him, but yeah, I guess I might as well. Oh, 23. Ooh, hold on, no, do the chef. bit. Oh, okay. Zap. Gator stick. Okay. Muscle +5. Swamp mushroom. Swamp mushroom does not appear in any of my mycology texts because mycologists famously refuse to get their shoes wet. Ooh, Gatorman hides. Which is way less grisly than it sounds. The Gatormen are just carrying these around. Okay, that's good. There's some more. Oh, like magpies and shotty objects, skaters are compelled to hoard all of Grandfather's items. Grandfather's chair, Grandfather's disgusting bird bath, Grandfather's teeth. Oh, these look like Grandfather's bags. Ooh, 38 meat. That's odd, nothing should grow in here. Is this a ghost? Ooh, slime flies. That's a ton of slime. The gamer put away the rocks when they were done playing. While this is hardly the strangest thing you've seen over the last few days, it's definitely pretty weird. It looks like a ghostly man must obviously his head, but you can just barely make out his body if you squint. You reach out to touch him, but your hand passes right through. He doesn't respond to any attempt to get his attention, but his study seems focused on something you can't see to the left of that disgusting fly-covered meat hook. After a few minutes, the novelty sort of wears away, so you get on about your business. Huh. Ghost is still staring intently at something. I need like ghost vision goggles or something. Boulder blocks the entrance. Push it. This building is way larger than it looks from the outside and it's absolutely full of sleeping Gatormen. Let's leave them alone. Use Rufus's gadget. Yes. Oh, it's not too late to turn tail and run. Turn their tails into dust. God, these Gatormen, they're so powerful. Gatorman Weed Lord. Okay, leave you, I guess. Okay, what about the spider? Should be able to take care of the spider. Let us kill that guy. How dare you? Okay. Zap. Punch him. Right in the gut. No, Stinky the stink bug. Weed Lord Fetish. A drippy little totem worm woven from swamp weeds. Steal HP from an opponent equal to your mysticality. Ooh, that's good. Gatorman skin pants, gator cheese, Gatorman hides. Man destroys Gatorman. It's a tale as old as time. Haha, oof. Beasts are too enthralled by the strange obelisk to notice you. This beast prefers books to strange obelisks. Okay, let us inspect the strange obelisk. Huh, you think someone can see a ghost? What? Okay, well, I know what I need to do then. Still weird. A short and stubby finger of eldritch energy. Oh, what did I just do? What does going up do? Can I touch this one? Oh, wait, hold on. I want it to go that way, yeah. Now I should be able to enter. There you are. You're not alone in this place. Something, haha. Wait, I don't sound like that. I can see everything. I can see everything? What do you mean? In the portal, huh? In our world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in the portal, I can see everything that... Oh! Seeing that in the portal, you can see everything that ever was and ever will be. Everything that is to be known in the one world, in this one, and all the worlds in between. Wow, let me take a look at that. According to the Floating Man, all worldly knowledge is contained in the swirling, convulsing starfield, a kind of a super-terrestrial library. Look inside. Your eyes bend to the writhing contours of the deep, black, and star-smeared tunnel, preparing nervously to receive the sum of all human and extraterrestrial knowledge. In the tunnel's bright center, you see a field and a cow suckling a puffin. The farmer is watching. Anything else in there? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, I don't want this. I don't think that portal contains the sum total of all worldly knowledge. I think it's just letting you look at a farmer, a cow's nursing a puffin, and there's a farmer standing nearby and watching. That's all that's happening. He blinks backwards. Really enjoying that, huh? Can't leave. Can't leave. Why not? Midnight Man. Can't leave because of the Midnight Man? Yes. Midnight Man. Midnight Man. Okay, Midnight Man. What happens if I turn this one up? Ha! Was that all? Who? Are you the Midnight Man? Well, okay. Let's just, there you go. Let's just leave. Oh, now that the obelisk is gone, what happens to the guys in here? Beasts are too enthralled by the memory of the strange obelisk to notice you. Okay. Gatorman Fortress. As you pick your way through the muck of the swamp, you encounter one of those newfangled diagonal half boxcars. Wait a minute, there's no such thing as diagonal half boxcar. It's just a regular boxcar half sunk into the swamp. Let's go there now. There's probably a guy in there. It's a diagonal hobo, although I suppose from your perspective, he looks normal. Talk to him. Oh, hi. Everything's italicized. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't know anyone was living here. I suppose I should stop being surprised by that. That's quite alright. I'm Pepperidge Duff, and welcome to my humble abode. Thanks, I'm Cole Upchart. Nice boxer you got here, apart from it being a little steep. Steep? Oh, yes, you know, I've gotten so accustomed to the tilt, I hardly notice anymore. Apart from when I try to play marbles. Game must be really going downhill. Yes, quite. Your accent is different from most hobos I've met. Well, my family's from old money, you see. How old's old enough that it all turned dust. All that remains is a rambling old manor house that I can't afford to maintain. So I decided this would be a splendid opportunity to expand my horizons. The horizon is typically a bit more level. Why are you living in a boxcar in a swamp? Well, to be honest, it's been difficult to part with the old estate. This is as far as I've been able to get before the homesickness becomes overwhelming. Aw, how bittersweet. Indeed, I wonder, could you spare the time to help me? I could be done with the place if I had proper souvenirs, specifically my father's collection of antique padlocks. Can't get them yourself because of the memories? It's more of a lack of memories. I've forgotten where the keys are. Sure, I'll help you. Thank you. There are 11 locks altogether, except they won't actually be all together, will they? I'm afraid not. No. Here, I'll mark the location of the house on you. Is this a sponge? There's also something I should tell you about the house. Oh, good. Here it comes. I just wanted to let you know that there aren't any ghosts haunting the property. There aren't any? That's correct. Not a one. My family never suffered any violent or traumatic deaths. This is something you felt you had to warn me about. Not really warning as such. I thought you might like to know, huh? Well, okay, thanks. Be right back with your 11 padlocks. Poetry books are all full of slant rhymes. Ha 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 ha. Isn't there a weapon? Trudgeons and bludgeons. Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Cole. Well, hello there, my friend. I'm Jens Jorgensen. Glad to meet you. He grabs your hand in a big, meaty handshake. So you sell weapons here? Oh, yeah. If you're needing any kind of device that takes advantage of leverage and momentum to apply a large amount of force to a small impact point, you come to the right place. You betcha. Cool. What's for sale? Ice axe. Portage Shilla. Tenderizing hammer. William Club. Oh, no. I think this is the wrong shop to buy. Whoops. That was the wrong shop to buy. A burly hunter charging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, you see he's toting a shotgun under one arm, carrying a big pile of gator hides over his shoulder. What are you doing? Swap's no place for a little boy. Gators eat you alive. Take this. Get yourself a seat on the next bus out. Well, that's not enough money for the bus. Fine, fine. Take it, but go. Okay. Oh. The portal, you can just merely make out a chart on the wall of the submarine. Look closer. Strain your eyes, but the chart is either slightly too far away, the submarine is slightly too dark, or some combination of those two factors. Strain your eyes. Here's a study taught you how to deliberately damage your eyes in order to learn things. Those years of study finally paid off as the text on the chart reveals itself. Torpedo 2 pressure 19 psi. Good old 19 psi. Classic pressure valve. 19. Here you go. Small bursts of steam as the pressure changes. Cool. Am I going faster this time? Oh, I don't have to walk. I just float. Oh, here you go. Barrel of tequila. Ah, there's a snake in the bottom with instructions to cut it up into worms if you're redistributing the tequila into bottles. Okay. Hello, informal Gorotin. My name is Dodd Toblerone, and I'll speak to another fellow telephone. English. Dutch is nearly English. Endeavor to not be so culturally unsophisticated. It will impede your personal growth. Anyway, your submarine booze is safe. Bravo, you're certain to enjoyify it. It is our newest vintage. Your next assignment will be to renovate an elderly and formerly abandoned radiophonic transmission station. Renovate it? Renovate it such that it no longer contains any vampires. We are apprehensive of the possibility that they will use the equipment contained therein to drop eaves upon our privational communications. Well, I certainly wouldn't wish that on anyone, but whatever, I know the place you mean. Already cleared the vampires out of there. A fortuitous revelation. Your expediency is really off the charts, so to speak. Your payment shall be delivered to your bed-adjacent furniture forthwith. Swell. Cole, the success in your swamp-derived mission performances not gone unnoticed. The boss is duly impressed. The boss, huh? Wow. I think Don is actually the Don. He's been lying to me. Oh, I'm so close to 10,000. It's a fancy day and hi, Dan. Right back at you, babe. What's in here? Found this case of tequila. Gracias, muchacho. Ah. I don't want either of those. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go to the Dolphin House. You find an interesting looking rock, half buried in the muck. Pull it out. Yank the rock out of the swamp to reveal that wasn't particularly interesting after all. Cool. This door is padlocked. Oh no. Looks like the car was left to rot. Fortunately, it hasn't yet rotted enough for you to get past the locked door. Oh. This has a hole in it. Conveniently, the hole is slightly larger than your hand. Honestly, for what is a steinously horror game, we have had way too few opportunities for you to stick your hand into a suspicious dark hole. Reach in. Dolphin padlock key. You slowly reach inside the dark hole. It's damp and ominous. And then, aye, you find a key. Sorry, that scream wasn't really justified. Okay. The front door of Dolphin Manor is unlocked. Apparently, Mr. Dolphin's love of padlock was unrelated to basic home security. The door is padlocked. Died of natural causes. Look at that. This couch faces the walls. It must have been the Dolphin family's punishment couch. Flush it. Doesn't work. Maybe something's wrong in the tank. Oh, it's another padlock key. What's your problem? Cool. Flush it. Hooray! Deadly poisons. This bathtub was full of steaming blood. Oh, no, wait. The red is just light coming through a stained glass window. Rose hanging in the bathroom window. That still doesn't really explain why the water is still hot, though, so, This door's padlocked. Covered padlock. Go through the door. Oh, stairs down to the first floor. We got lots of keys around. This basement of the swamp house is predictably completely flooded. You need some kind of breathing apparatus if you want to go down there. This helmet really is just everything, isn't it? This box contains the exact right amount of air to make it flow like this. Nature really is glorious. Second chest, what terrible secrets might contain? Pile of silver bars. Ooh, I can sell those. See if there's anything good. Rusty cane of Ficonis. Yeah. It no longer matters whether the machine is hooked up to the water supply or not. Clammy scarf. Oh, okay. Oh, it's one of those serving carts they used in posh hotels and posh manor houses, apparently, and with a big silver platter covered with a dome-shaped lid. Just the right size to hide a severed head or a roast of some kind. Look under the dome. It's a key, isn't it? Oh, it's empty. You cautiously reach out and grab the handle, then take a deep breath. Slowly, you lift the lid, tilting your head to peek underneath. Oh, it's empty. Oh, well. Enough fine china to feed an army, if only you could get past the padlock, and if you were in the command of the world's hoity-toityest military. Ooh, one of those old fridges that people sometimes get locked into accidentally and asphyxiated. Oh wait, that's still all fridges these days. Maybe that's why it's padlocked. This fridge is empty of both expired food and expired hide-and-seekers. Oh, you do find a key unexpectedly frozen in a block of ice. A key in a block of ice. Do I have to cook it? Ooh, scorch worms. Perfect. What about the sink? See if there's anything good left. Can of fruit cocktail. Cool. Rifle through them. Junk mail dire corn holder. What? This is your muscle plus 6. Heals you for 3 HP. Oh, and one of those padlocks. Okay. How many did he say there was? Padlocked. Ooh, not this one. Wardrobes are very important in old houses like this that didn't have built-in clothes to keep skeletons in. Work pants and wire coat hangers. Ooh. Oh, check under the pillow. Dolphin padlock key, shiny. Toy box is disappointingly empty. Not even a BB gun or a creepy doll. Maybe the doll's hiding elsewhere. Jimmy it open. Dolphin padlock key, tarnished. Unlock the car, destroying the hanger in the process. Search the car. It's empty except for the glove box, which turns out to actually be a key box. The key inside is not the key to this car, and if you have a sense of humor like mine, you agree that this is a real shame. Ooh, click, you pop the lock off, and the door unlatches with an ominous creak. Enter the garage. Some say the most powerful tool is a padlock. It's really more the opposite of a tool, though, because it obstructs rather than facilitates what you're trying to do. Old Dolphin never got sick of tires. Workbench covered with tools, almost past the point of usefulness, even as bludgeons. Cinder blocks are totally waterlogged. Hey, what's this? A small herd of gag maggots have made a foul nest in one of the blocks. You extract some of their excretions. Woo! Padlocked. Aha, not this one though. Cedar chest is locked and easily big enough to hide a skeleton in, or even a whole body. It's fancy vanity, which appeals to your pedestrian vanity. Look through the drawers. Radium rogue. Isn't the convenient thing about products with radium in them is that they're easy to find in the darkness of the coffin they'll ultimately put you in. Yeah. There's a little jewelry box on this table. Open it. Ooh, you can't take more than 5 damage at once. Bottle cap ring and an old wedding ring. Contains to your non-surprised jewelry. Perfectly normal jewelry. This bed looks inviting, but nobody seems to have accepted the invitation for quite some time. Fancy nightstand. Aw, yeah, more keys and a paper clip. Disappointing key. Let's go. Ooh, this workbench is strewn with bits and gizmos and bits of gizmos. Amongst all that, you find what looks like a miniature radio carved from driftwood. Or handmade radio. Ooh. Radio small enough to carry. Amazing. Maybe if you listen to it periodically, it'll warn you about any nearby monsters that are actually manifestations of your pest traumas. Or maybe it'll just give you the baseball scores. Lots of boxes, but none of them say padlocks on them, and you're not motivated to search them otherwise. Who knows what grisly things you might find. Oh, you seem that Dolphin was superstitious enough to not store any padlocks on the east side of his attic. That's how you get family curses, probably. What? Hold the radio up to your ear. You hear a little girl's voice shouting, Mom, Mom, a terrible ghoul stole the key to my nightstand. Woman replies, Now, dude, don't call your brother Ralphie a terrible ghoul. He probably hid the key in the potted plant in the hallway like he always does. Those voices so eerie. Some dirt and planter were presumably planted in a planter once stood. You dig around in the dirt and find a key. So predictable, that Ralphie. Someone was trying to grow a key. Ah. The creepy music box. Due to your mysticality and spooky damage to all combatants, once per fight. Anything else? Who stole my golden arm? And then a voice said, Aw, come on, sis, don't you know any other ghost stories? That's the only one you ever tell me. A boy's voice asks, Gee, Pop, where'd you get all of that treasure? Is this a cursed pirate horde stolen from the ruins of an ancient civilization? Haha, no, son, nothing like that. Just sound investments in perfectly normal and moral financial markets. Those voices so eerie. For goodness sake, Agnes, you're obsessed with taping things to the backs of paintings, just like your aunt, one-eyed Calpurnia Duff, and you probably die peacefully in your sleep, just like she did. Obsessed with hiding things behind other things. Okay. Could this be one-eyed Aunt Calpurnia, considering the eye patch and the fact that the painting is labeled Calpurnia Dolphin? Yeah, there you go. 7 days taped to the back of a brown painting makes one sticky. Only 7? Ralphie, why on earth do you keep flushing this fish sister down the commode? Have you been possessed by some otherworldly or demonic force? No, Dad, I just thought it would be a funny place to hide it. Okay. Remember, Ralphie, you mustn't ever open the door to strangers. Okay, Mom, because it might be a kidnapper or murderer, right? Oh, I'm sure that would never happen. But it might be a vacuum cleaner salesman, and we already have one. Please be careful around the kitchen knives, Rebecca. They're very sharp. I keep them that way because, counterintuitive though it may be, dull knives actually cause more accident. Yes, Mother, I understand. Okay. Breakfast has not been served. Clarence, I'm so grateful that our family has never suffered from supernatural curses, serial murder, demonic corruption, or plague. I agree, dear. You certainly have been fortunate, and doubtless will remain so. One of his voice gasps, Oh my, Clarence, why are you lying on the floor under your workbench? Are you alright? Were you attacked by a burglar or an axe murderer? Calm down, Agnes. I'm fine. I'm just practicing changing the oil in our car. Unlock. Recover padlock. Hand saw. Oh jeez, is that blood all over the... Oh no, it's just rust. Never mind. The tool chest contains one tool and one key, which I guess also counts as a tool, albeit an extremely specific one. So two tools then. You open the cabinet door and examine the stacks of fine bone china. Wait, bone china? Perhaps human bone china? Oh no, the brand mark on the bottom is a pretty well-known company, so probably not. Anyway, you get a really fancy hat. I think we're still missing one. Or if these barrels used to be full, if they're full of water now. Solved mysteries and exciting tales of non-violent crime. A key in a block of ice. I need to melt it. I would put it in, like, the oven or something, but... Oh, right in here. Bathtub is full of steaming blood. That doesn't explain why the water is still hot. Drop in the frozen key. There you go. That makes sense. Activate charcoal briquette. Alright. Just one more. Still need to find the key that goes along with it, though. Oh. Workbench covered with tools. All rust past to the point of usefulness, even as bludgeons. Wait a second. Is this the bench that woman on the radio was talking about? Check out another bench. Awesome. Final one. And now, unlock it. Perfumed wedding veil. Ooh. Covered padlock. There's a veil in here, and beyond the veil, nothing. Alright, that's everything. As you round a clump of mangrove trees, or whatever kind of trees they are, you come face to face with a bearded gatorman and a big filthy sack. I should clarify that it's Burlap sack and doesn't have a face, just the gatorman does. Whoops, buy sack, 111 meat, sale final, 111 meat. Open the bag and reveal the price. It's like Crimbo, a sad, wet, dirty Crimbo. Oh, cool. Ew. Hi, Pepperidge. Hello again, Cole. What can I do for you? I found your father's padlocks. Thank you so much. You didn't run into my grandmother by any chance, did you? What? No, was she supposed to be there? No, that would have been highly unusual if she had been, considering she died more than 30 years ago. Here's your padlocks. Marvelous. There's a free custom myself to stand in level ground and be on my way. There's a big hobo camp near Ocean City that I might be interested in. I can give you directions. Ah, excellent. I think I'll head that way now. Perhaps I'll see you there. Alright, goodbye. Gatorman Fortress. Ooh, you take a wrong turn. Instead of ending up where you want to be, you end up at the Monster Shack. You know it's the Monster Shack because the big sign says Monster Shack. Let's check it out. Monster Shack. No skeptics. Ooh, these kids are all right. Well, that's pretty heartwarming. Not sure if this is forbidding access or describing the shack's occupants. So how do you find another decayed and crumbling tumble-down shack strewn with aching wreckage they were perhaps expecting? It's actually a maintained and fairly clean tumble-down shack strewn with 12 to 14-year-old kids. What the? Hey, what are all you kids doing out here in the middle of the swamp? Why shouldn't we be? Because it's dangerous here. Yeah, but this is where the monsters are. Yeah, that's why it's dangerous. Do you believe in monsters, mister? Yes, of course I do. I believe the real monster is man. All 6 kids sigh and roll their eyes at you. Okay, I guess I've deserved that. Do you believe in monsters or not? You can't join our monster squad unless you do. Yes, of course I do. It would be a real feat of cognitive dissonance otherwise. You mean you've seen them? Ooh, for real? Well, yeah. Which one? Fishmen? Oh, those don't count. Those guys are just weird jerks. We're looking for real monsters. I don't understand what real means in this contest. So believe in monsters, you can join the monster squad. Otherwise, we can't tell you anything because it's a secret. Okay, I'll join. Okay, it'll be nice to have someone who can reach the top shelf of the old bookcases we scavenged. Is that it? I'm a member now? Yeah, we used to have a big ceremony when we had to repeat and vow and stuff, but it took too long. We were all busy with our research. Come on in and have a look around. Thanks. That's going to end this video. If you stuck around to the end, then maybe you'd like to leave a like and subscribe. But I'm not going to force you or anything. Goodbye.